One is mom Facebook post. Second one is HIV. We've got a little bit more time for mom Facebook post if we'd like it.
All right, gotcha. No, the first thing
Patty,
on my mind is,
on both?
what's up, Patty?
Patty, comments on both? Okay. Yeah, and Patty is.
Yeah, I have comments on
Matt. Hello, Maddie McMatterson.
Hello.
How's it going, buddy?
That sounds really close to Matt McConaughey.
Yeah.
Right?
Hi, y'all. Sorry I'm late.
Hi, Kim.
It's all good.
Kim.
Yes,
I
Matt
definitely want to talk about social media.
No, I'm sure you do.
Mm-hmm.
We had us a good conversation about that in the comments section.
Oh, my
On the mom.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it's like one of those two options I named, one of them is true. Not sure which one, not going to speculate about which one, but one of them is definitely true.
Welcome, everyone, into the News 404, the show we don't just watch, we're asking you to join in. We're talking about hot stories, trending topics, viral videos, and the latest in your tech news. So let's go ahead and get started. And starting off this morning with a look at what's trending online. Locally, the most read story on mynews4.com is Kingsbury Grade reopens after being closed due to nearby wildfire. It was reopened by the Douglas County Sheriff's Office at around 6 last night after emergency crews worked to put out a 4.5-acre brush fire. Authorities say they don't know how it started and it is fully contained as of this morning. On FoxNews.com, the most read story this morning is FBI reportedly probing hack of J.P. Morgan Chase, other U.S. banks. According to FoxNews.com, the attackers stole personal data that can be used to empty bank accounts. Bloomberg News reported that the FBI was looking at whether Russian hackers were involved as a way of retaliating for economic sanctions placed on Russia. And on CNN.com, and Twitter this morning, the most read story is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie marry in France. According to CNN, the couple tied the knot Saturday in a private ceremony held at their sprawling wine-growing estate. The couple have been together 9 years, been engaged since 2002, and share 6 children together. Congratulations to them. All right, now on to our Viewer Voice segment, where we ask you, the viewer, to chat with us about some of the trending topics of the day. You can find these topics on our Facebook page at about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would love to have you live on air with us. All you have to do is have a Google Plus account and circle me, Melissa Carlson. All right, our first topic today. A 4-year-old has been expelled from his preschool after his mom posted a rant on her Facebook page, her personal page. Heather Lee reports.
Ashley Habit says she and her son Will were running late for school. It was picture day at Sunshine Christian Academy in Callahan.
The administrator of the preschool checking him in, she's like, well, it's picture day, Will, are you excited? And you know, he of course just went on to class, but I had mentioned that they didn't give enough notice. And she's like, well, we put it in his folder last week.
So Habit says she took to Facebook, saying she just wanted to vent her frustrations. She also never thought the school would ever see her post.
They couldn't see it. It was private to my friends only.
The post read, quote, why is it that every single day there is something new I dislike about Will's school? Are my standards really too high, or are people working in the education field really just that ignorant? She tagged the school in the post. The next morning, she received a call asking her to stop by the office when she drops off her son.
They just felt like we weren't the right fit, parent relationship with the school, and that they didn't want him as a student anymore. And he had done nothing wrong.
According to the letter of dismissal, it says, quote, your relationship with Sunshine did not get off to a very good start the first day of school. You utilized social media to call into question not only the integrity, but the intelligence of our staff. These actions are also consistent with sowing discord, which is spoken of in the handbook you signed.
I was in shock. Why would you expel a 4-year-old over something his mom posts on her private Facebook page only people on her friends list can see?
Well, that was Heather Lee reporting. This might be a lesson for herself, that mom, on what happens when you tag somebody in your post. I'm just saying, it was your personal page, but you tagged the school, i.e., they are notified about your post because you put them in there. Asking your Google Plus group what you think about it. Kim, do you think those still too harsh? He is a 4-year-old. It is preschool. Should he have been expelled?
He was not expelled for something he did. He was expelled for something his mother did, which I applaud the school because she chose to go to social media and take out her frustration there. Yes, it was private, but at the same time, she tagged the school. She should have gone to the school first, dealt with it with them, voiced her opinion, instead of going to social media. She went the wrong route. So I think I fault the mother, not the son.
That being said, though, how many times have we had stories, especially on this show, where somebody wasn't getting something taken care of, so they went to social media and it changed the story around. They got justice or they found what they needed to do. This mom, what was the difference between what she's doing and what other people have done to rectify a bad situation? Deanno?
Well, I agree. It's like she has the right to kind of say what she wants to on social media. It's like I kind of think there's got to be something underlying here because it does seem a little bit weird that a school would just expel a child for just that. So I'm wondering kind of what else is going on the surface. But still, it's like I also have to question. She tagged them in the post. She tagged them in the post and then claims that she didn't expect them to see that. That does not make any sense to me at all. I think there's something else there going on there.
Steve, some people have been saying on my G Plus page and beyond that they think she was lying. She did know what she was doing. She did do that. You know, if you know social media, you know if you tag somebody, they're going to see it. Do you think that's the case here, or does she not have the right to go ahead and express her opinion? Isn't that okay to put that out there, Steve?
I think she's got a right to express her opinion, and I think maybe she was just looking for some kind of feedback from other people. You know, that's kind of what I got from reading the story. But I mean, she has the right to check out the school and that kind of thing. But you know, expelling the kid, you know, for something that was done on a social media account, that's a little bit ridiculous. I don't think that social media should be used in anything except for social media.
Yeah, and by the way, Steve, we lost your camera there for some reason. It's strange. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. If a person infects another person with HIV, should they be charged, and with what? According to pinknews.com, 29-year-old Thomas Guerra, who is also known as Ashton Chavez, is due to appear in a San Diego courtroom today for a misdemeanor charge of willfully exposing himself to another person with HIV. The accuser, who wishes to remain anonymous, alleges that Guerra has infected at least 2 other men, some of them minors. California law requires a person living with HIV to disclose their positive status to potential partners. But some say Guerra should be facing felony charges, not misdemeanor charges, which is what he's looking at. And the accuser also has the option, by the way, of filing a lawsuit in civil court in order to reconcile this issue and get some costs. But a lot of people are saying, hey, you know, this is an issue that needs to be dealt with in charges of a felony because he knew he was positive and then ultimately affecting someone else. Asking Kempton, your thoughts on this one. Do you think that a misdemeanor charge is enough? Obviously, there's part of this is that you have to show intent for a felony charge. What do you think?
Yeah, this is totally not enough. If this person who did what he did in Canada, he could have been charged with sexual assault or aggravated sexual assault. It's a law since 1998. The Supreme Court of Canada said that, hey, if you have HIV, you need to disclose, and especially if you can infect people.
Yeah, and also Jessica Pride, who's in an article out of News 10 out of San Diego, says, quote, what it really comes down to is intent. So did the perpetrator intentionally try to give the victim HIV when it comes to asking for a felony charge? Glenn, your thoughts on this? Should he be charged with a felony charge because he knew that he had HIV?
Well, you certainly do have a responsibility. If you have a disease that could be dangerous, even deadly to other people, then you should have to inform them in advance by law. Now, for those people who want to put him in prison, fine, but since he's not going to notify anybody, maybe the prison should notify fellow prisoners that he's on his way.
And some would say that's putting a scarlet letter on him, though, as well. right? I mean, there's this situation here where he has the right to his HIPAA, including to not have to say things, but in some states and in California, you have to notify somebody. It's Patty, what do we have on Facebook for this one? A lot of comments.
Melissa, a lot of comments, and both sides, too. Jodine said labeling it as a misdemeanor isn't really a deterrent for others not to disclose that they have it. Now, is it? Anyone knowingly passing on an infectious disease such as this should face a tougher penalty. But Mario, he said he was the devil's advocate, and he said shouldn't. So there should be no blame for the partner for not taking steps and asking, or maybe try wearing protection.
All right. Thank you so much. We'd love to hear what you have to say. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook page. Coming up next, looking for something to do for this weekend and beyond, Matt Brown from the city of Reno has you covered. Stay with us.
Yeah, it's weird, Steve. It's like you've got nothing coming.
Yeah, it's so weird, Steve. I heard your voice and it was clear as a bell, but your camera, and I can see you here, but I can't.
It's frozen. This thumbnail's frozen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I think I know what's going on. I had a problem with software I loaded. I'm trying to get it out of the ground.
Well, it's like just refresh your browser window that has the Hangout in it. That usually solves the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Matt, this is you, and we're starting off with bye, Kempton. See you tomorrow. The Sesquicentennial event is first. Then we're going into Wolfpack.
Yep.
And then we're going to RTC.
Uh-huh.
And balloon races.
Yeah.
September 10th. Hello, Reno Championship Air Races. And how can people get a hold of you?
Yeah.
And there you go. Well, we got you
Wham,
looking
bam.
Wham, bam. We got you looking way forward, huh?
Do I need to...
That's crazy.
No,
is the
not
air races
really,
not that far
because-
away. The air races
Yeah,
are not that far away.
And I do it every 2 weeks, so I kind of
Yeah.
think about, that
It just-
2-week window.
It just feels strange to be talking about the air races already, doesn't it? It's like it just doesn't feel like we should be here at this part of the summer yet. It's like it's happening too fast.
Well, in football starting, that's
I
a
know.
sure sign of fall.
I have to say though, I love it. I love on Sunday, our house is filled with nothing but the sound of football.
The Ravens?
Hey, whoever's the Ravens? Excuse me. I don't need that look like you're smelling something bad.
That's the only thing I don't like about you. Other than that, you're perfect.
Poor 49ers. They haven't been looking so good in this preseason. I just want to put it out there. Just saying.
Oh, Kaepernick's overrated. You heard it from me.
And welcome back, everybody. Starting to look forward for your future plans for the next 2 weeks or so. Well, Matt Brown with the City of Reno joins us with a few options for you. Hello, Matt.
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's start off with an event that starts today in celebration of the Nevada Sesquicentennial.
It's the Nevada 150 Heritage Train Ride, and this is a 3-day event that highlights the Union Pacific's role in our state's history. Governor Sandoval and Lieutenant Governor Krolicki are participating in the ride. This is scheduled to arrive in Sparks on Saturday at the train yard on Pyramid Way at 3:30 p.m. The public is invited, and the governors are also making stops in West Wendover, Wells, Elko, Battle Mountain, Winnemucca, and Lovelock.
Very cool. It is this time of the year. We were just talking in the commercial break. It doesn't feel like it, but indeed, football season is upon us. Wolfpack football team has something going on this weekend.
Yeah, the first game of the year is Saturday. They are playing Southern Utah at Mackey Stadium, of course. Starts at noon. Should be a lot of people out there, so be safe and drive slower than usual. Can also listen on ESPN Radio or watch online at nevadawolfpack.tv.
Very cool. RTC too offering up something pretty specialized as well. Tell us about that.
Senior Fest is Tuesday, September 2nd, and this is 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Reno Town Mall. RTC is offering free mobility travel training, so seniors sometimes have a tough time getting around, so be good to go to if you're in that position. And it also includes giveaways, so it's great to get free stuff.
And again, too, this is another event that we're about to chat about that it's like one of those here comes fall, and I can't believe it's already starting to get planned and been planned and ready to start. We're talking, of course, about the balloon races, one of my favorite.
Yep, the Great Reno Balloon Race is already coming up soon. It's September 5th through 7th, and it hardly needs an introduction, but just a reminder that the glow shows begin at 5 p.m. on Saturday. Sorry, 5 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. And this is a free event. They are also having a photo contest, which I thought was interesting. So go to their website, renoballoon.com, for details.
All right, and a huge event that's kicking off September 10th, one that we're internationally known for.
Yeah, the National Championship Air Races are also right around the corner, September 10th through 14th. Again, doesn't really need an introduction, but tickets are available at airrace.org.
Added a lot of new events for the air races this year. Super family friendly, we understand. All right, thanks. We appreciate it, Matt. Real quickly, though, if someone would like to get a hold of you, maybe they've got a suggestion for an upcoming event, how can they do that?
Email me at brownim@reno.gov, and also visit our website, reno.gov, to help us make this a better city.
All right, Matt, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go now to Tim with a quick look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you, Melissa. We have a lot of sunshine out there with high pressure in place. That's going to be the case for a little while now, but a low to our north is going to mean some winds. I'll tell you when to expect that coming up in that 7-day forecast. We'll be right back.
Steve, are you frozen again? Oh, no, you're not.
I don't think I am.
No, now I've got your picture.
Yeah, I've been having trouble with voice recognition program, and then Charter stuck their nose in everything today, messed everything up. So I had to restore my computer.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Don't you just love it when cable companies jack up your computer?
They try to do it. They want to sell you something, and they got to go in and they mess around with everything all the time. And it's like, I think they're drinking too much, Rockstar or something. I don't know. They're all hyper and stuff. It makes me crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Matt. He really wants to go on Melissa's bad side today.
Well, what'd he say?
Oh,
Well,
the
he said-
Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ravens, yeah. Well,
Yes.
I mean, just look at their record. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, the
Seahawks
results
are gonna do it this
speak
year.
for themselves. I'm not gonna debate that.
The pudding.
Ooh,
The
she
proof.
did not go. She went there. Ooh.
Pudding, and that's all I have to say. It speaks for itself.
Sound like smack words to me.
Who's your
Well,
team, Matt?
Oh, the Niners.
Ooh, she said, mm-hmm. Listen to me trying
I'm a Northern California boy, so I'm not a bandwagon fan.
Oh, bandwagon. Oh, good little jab.
No. I wasn't saying
stick with the winning
I wasn't
team.
saying that you. I wasn't saying that you won.
Oh, I tell you.
Ooh.
Jokes. Where's your tip jar there, Matt? Where's that tip jar?
We're getting a little vicious, aren't we?
Oh, I love that.
Okay, I have to go with my hometown favorite, the Chiefs. And don't say anything, Matt. I will put you in timeout.
Hey, the Chiefs play the Niners this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us with a look at our forecast for today. Nice day ahead of us.
It is a very nice day, and now we can say that for everyone. The last couple of weeks we've been saying, yeah, it's nice here, but Eastern Nevada or, up in the Sierra. This time, everyone's got a nice day ahead of us.
Nice
Lots
clean
of sunshine.
slate.
Nice clean slate, nice empty-looking satellite and radar. I kind of like that once in a while. Get a nice break for everyone. We always need the moisture, but we don't want the flooding rains like we were having in some areas for some time. So.
Yeah, and it's nice to be general over everybody and not like, well, Tim, you didn't say here or there or there. Like, well, it's kind of all over the place.
And it's a big viewing area, so there's a
Yeah.
lot to talk about sometimes, depending on what the weather's doing. This time around, things are nice and simple for us. Hey, check out Virginia Lake. This is a great picture. It's on our Facebook page. Dale sent this one in to to us, and I believe our web department captioned it something like beauty above and beauty below or something along those lines, just because of the reflection in the water. It is a gorgeous one. Why don't you go check it out to facebook.com/KRNVnews4 and check it out and like it. It's our cover photo for right now. For your Thursday headlines, sunny skies out there with warm daytime highs. We're going to be above average for this time of year for today and tomorrow before we start to slip back on the temperatures. And also, we're going to see a little bit of a breeze this weekend as we have a low pressure system to our north that I'll be pointing out in just a second here. So 80 degrees right now for the temperature, calm winds. We're looking at sunny skies and 26% humidity. Elsewhere, temperatures 86 in Dayton, 74 in South Lake Tahoe, 72 in Truckee, 77 instead, and we're already up to 87 for Smith Valley. So again, we have high pressure in place. This means a clean slate all the way across, as Melissa was saying, sunshine everywhere you look. So beautiful stuff out there. A little bit of cloud cover coming at us from the tropics over there, from the Pacific, from that hurricane that is just offshore of Southern California. I believe it may be downgraded to a tropical storm. We'll have to check that one out. Futurecast bringing a high pressure right overhead for us. Lots of sunshine all the way across the board. High pressure weakens over the next couple of days, though. So that means temperatures will be on their way down as we head into the weekend. And we have this low up toward the Pacific Northwest, and that will bring about some winds heading into the weekend, so a little bit of breezy conditions out there. 78 in Glenbrook for the high today, 77 in Tahoe City, and 81 in South Lake Tahoe. Western Nevada topping out into the upper 80s to the lower 90s with plenty of sunshine out there, and Yerington topping out at 93 degrees, 87 in Elko, 90 in McDermott. And again, a lot of sunshine, not too much wind today, just 5 to 10 miles per hour, 86 in Round Mountain, 94 in Lovelock. Up to the north, 93 in Hurlong, 88 instead, and then down into the Truckee Meadows we go with 93 for the high in Reno Sparks, 91 in Sun Valley, and 87 in Golden Valley. Sunshine today and tomorrow with a few clouds mixing in the afternoon tomorrow. Same thing for Saturday and Sunday, just a few clouds mixing in with breezy conditions over the weekend. Temperatures taking a little bit of a hit with that low to our north, so we're going to see temperatures starting out above average for today, close to average tomorrow, and then dipping below average for the weekend, but we'll start to level out heading into next week. Plenty of sunshine, mid-70s for the weekend at South Lake Tahoe. All right, time for my weather video of the day. So surf's up, literally big waves generated by Tropical Storm Marie, the one that we just saw on the satellite map, are hammering the California coast. And surfers are taking full advantage of that. While Marie is not a direct threat, the National Weather Service says large swells are expected through Friday, with sets of waves between 10 and 15 feet. Very strong, life-threatening rip currents, however, are expected, as well as some coastal flooding. Back to you.
All right, Tim, thank you so much for that. And your tech news coming up, Apple could be releasing a new accessory. More on that coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I'm going surfing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm headed.
Seriously?
15-foot waves.
Ah, there I am. So I got this. I have a story idea for tomorrow that just came down over AP.
What's
DA.
up?
This is in Santa Rosa. No charges against Santa Rosa woman in bullying case. So this mom.
Yeah, I saw that. She took that bully.
So she beat up this 12-year-old boy, or she assaulted this 12-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not facing charges.
Why
Yeah,
did she
So
start it?
Garcia Bratcher allegedly confronted the boy at on May 16th. She was accused by the Sonoma County Sheriff's Office of grabbing the boy by the throat and confronting him during the lunch hour after bullying her 9-year-old daughter, who was in the 3rd grade. He is 12 years old. She is 9. She was arrested on suspicion of inflicting injury to a child and posted a $30,000 bail to the county.
It's like
The 12-year-old was bullying the 9-year-old.
12-year-old boy, 9-year-old girl.
And Mama stepped in and was like, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. And the courts say that she is free to go. She's not facing any
So
charges.
what happened? So did the 12-year-old die?
No,
No.
Oh.
no, just assaulted.
Hopefully.
She ain't killed the kid.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have got away with
red
that.
marks, consistent with being grabbed in the neck.
So what do you guys think about that?
She should have chokeslammed his little behind.
I don't agree for bullying. I despise bullying, and I don't think that it should. It just really sickens me.
Yeah, I hate
And
buttons.
welcome back, everybody. Now in your tech news, Apple fans, listen up. The iWatch could debut alongside the anticipated iPhone 6. According to tech news site Recode, Apple may unveil both products on September 9th. A spokeswoman for Apple declined to comment on the report.
Yeah, and the iPhone 6
Well,
could
the
have
Madden
NFC
NFL
technology
15
like the
video
Nexus 4 I
game
bought 2 years
is
ago.
this week, and it's getting a lot of attention, but not for the reason you may think. The game contains a glitch that sends players flying through the air before landing on the virtual turf. Game maker EA Sports says it's a simple glitch that's going to be fixed in its first update. Well, investors are betting that there's a lot of money to be made in disappearing photos. I bet you they do. The Wall Street Journal reports investors are valuing social media app Snapchat at about $10 billion. Venture capital firm Kleiner Perkins has invested $20 million in the company. That follows an investment earlier this year from Russian firm DST Global, which values Snapchat at $7 billion. Well, you can now add Dairy Queen to the list of businesses hit by hackers. The ice cream and fast food chain says that customers' debit and credit card information at a limited number of stores may be at risk. The company won't say which stores or exactly how many customers might be impacted, but customers are advised to monitor their bank statements for any kind of unusual activity. Well, an unsuspecting teenager was busted taking a series of selfies. Yeah, it's a video you gotta see. What was she doing? More than 3 million views when we come back.
It always cracks me up. iPhone be getting technology so long after we've had it.
Hey, D, I was just kind of wondering here. Should I upgrade my phone? Because I think I might be just a little bit behind here.
Yeah.
I would wait until the iPhone 7. That's when they're introducing their rotary dial system.
Rotary dial system.
Yeah.
We know where Deanna's
You dial 911, you die waiting for the 9 to come around.
Yeah, Tim. I get bleeding edge technology, and that technology is 2 years old. So I get Android phones, not iPhones. I like technology.
You like technology? That's so strange.
Yeah.
Delano.
Technology is good. It keeps me working.
Don't worry about it, Tim. I've been busting on Melissa for her iPhone for the past 2 years.
So I'm sitting here
Your
trying
phone does take better
comment.
pictures than mine.
No, actually, it's like I like. It's like the one thing I do like about the iPhone is that it's like I do think that y'all's cameras is probably better than mine. It's like I have the Nexus 4, and it's like it takes all right pictures. I was really happy with it, particularly on my trip to LA. It's like I like doing the photo spheres and whatnot, like I did at Venice Beach. I think that turned out really well.
Nexus
But-
5 takes
Yeah.
good ones.
It's like I'm waiting for the new Nexus phone. It's like I want to see what that brings to the table. It's like here's where I'm looking at it. I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm gonna upgrade this year, and it's basically come down to this: if the Nexus 4 gets Android L, I'm not upgrading yet.
Oh, I love my phone. I really do.
Yeah, me too. It's like
Your Nexus
like it.
also?
Yeah, she has a Nexus 5.
Yeah, I've been Nexus 5 for almost a year.
She got it pretty soon after it came out,
I
Mm-hmm.
got it in December last year.
and I'm considering upgrading. But it's like I'm still actually
Deanna,
pretty
now-
happy with my phone.
Deanna, now your camera's doing it.
Yeah,
Is it?
I think
Yes.
it's a hangout.
Okay, that's weird because on mine I move it. I'm gonna refresh. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Nexus 5 until the Nexus. I guess I don't know what would it be. What would the next phone number be? Because we have a 7.
Welcome back. Have you ever been caught taking a selfie? Kind of embarrassing. More importantly, have you ever been caught for a full-blown photo shoot? Check this out. The dad seemed to notice that his daughter was moving a lot in the back seat of the car. Also, he heard that clicking sound from the camera. He then
Just
took
realize
it
what's going on.
upon himself to start recording an epic photo shoot where the daughter is clearly taking a bunch of selfies, making weird faces, and I don't even know what she's doing. No surprise that video was posted and already gotten more than 3 million views. You can find it on our Facebook page. Have a great day. See you at noon.
Take a picture of something.
Is my camera still tripping?
Camera's on.
Oh, I know.
No, it's
Yeah.
on.
You're like,
And I-
oh,
you're like
well,
this.
I guess I take too many selfies.
Yeah, because on my end everything looked fine.
Yeah, that's the same
Did you
thing that
guys
I
see
had.
that video, that viral video?
Yes, I did. It's like I was like,
That's kind of cool.
I
What
couldn't
was that
help but
girl
laugh.
doing?
I don't know. It's like I don't understand. I finally come to the point where I have to admit that I am old enough that I don't understand teenagers anymore. I'm too far removed from it. I like even as like closely as like a few years ago I used to be able to to be able to kind of still see it, but now it's like I don't know what the heck these kids is doing.
When you
It's so
turn on the
funny.
local top 40 station and you no longer like the music, you've arrived.
No, I heard music from
Well,
my high
in that
school
case, I
years.
was there for the past 6 years, homie. What's that, Melissa?
I heard music from my high school years on the classic station. I'm like,
Oh!
I'm
Oh, yeah.
sorry, that
Oh,
is
no.
not a classic.
Okay, I got you on this one, Melissa. When you are talking to a group of people, no, when you're training a group of people and you say, look for the union label, okay?
Yes.
And no one in the room knows what that is.
You're old.
I had
Well, I just cracked up
somebody a few
laughing.
months back what ditto meant. I'm like, as in
Ooh,
a ditto
really?
machine?
Yeah.
Ditto?
Yeah.
Like, no. I'm like, oh, God, you'll never know the joy of that cold, kind of wet paper that smelled amazing.
No, so it's like my thing is like all these award shows and whatnot. They have these musicians up there, and I'm like, I have no idea who these.
Thank you. I was looking at MTV. Was it MTV or
Yeah, MTV Music Awards.
Awards? And I'm like, who the heck is that?
Right?
I'm saying, oh, Jennifer. I know Jennifer.
Yeah, it's sad you watch these shows and you can count the people you recognize on one hand. That's a damn shame.
Oh, I know Katie. I know Katie. Oh, I
Yeah.
don't care about Taylor Swift. She can't dance.
That new Nicki Minaj song of the Anaconda, and everybody's like, yeah, who's that Nicki Minaj song? I'm like, whoa, wait a second. That is a remake, that Nicki Minaj song. That Anaconda is from, oh, yeah, who is it, like 2 Chainz? I'm like, no, it's not 2 Chainz. This is old school. You don't know that song? No, it's the first time I heard it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so...
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's the way I felt when I was looking at MTV VMAs. I was like, oh my gosh. And they're whoa. When they said Katy
Yes.
they said circa 2001, I was like, really? Circa? I was like, really? 2001?
2001. That's so...
Reminiscent of Justin, and I was like, really? Reminiscent? 2001?
It's
That was
sad.
yesterday.
When Justin
Exactly.
Bieber on the oldies channels, when Justin Bieber winds up on the oldies channel, we're screwed.
Yeah.
It was Justin Timberlake.
I kind of thought I was screwed when Justin Bieber ended up on the radio.
There you go.
He
I
has,
was like, oh Lord, this is acceptable music now. Oh Lord.
You're welcome.
he has really.
Oh, sorry. go ahead, Ken.
Okay,
No,
folks. There you go.
I was just,
All right,
Mike,
Glenn.
I was just saying he
Bye,
has
Glenn.
taken a nosedive.
Yeah, kid's got some issues. He needs
Yeah.
to spend some time thinking about what he's doing.
Makes
He's
So-
back with what's her face
Ulcers
again.
about-
Don't get me
Huh?
started.
He's back with who?
What's her face? Well, they're off again, I guess. That
Did-
just recently
what
happened.
was
What's her
it?
name? What's her name?
I paid.
Oh,
One of the Disney girls.
yes.
So,
The-
not Celine.
Selena something or other.
Yeah, Selena Gomez.
Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Mm.
All right, you guys, that's too much Bieber for me in a day. Whew.
Yeah, for real. It's
I
like
gotta head out of here.
that's more Bieber talk than I've
I
had
gotta
like
go to
in the
work
past
anyway.
forever.
Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Okay,
All right,
bye.
one more day. Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana.